Last time on the Alarian affair, our fair heroes escaped from the Panther's Claw hideout, which, after such times, they docked their boat offshore, close to the fort's entrance, sneaking their way to the fort. After that, they climbed the fort wall, trying their best to be sleuthy, even though the gnome, auto-gnome, fell on 2 nat 1s.
But we lived.
Emphasize that.
But after that, what happened was even more serious. They killed a man in cold blood after throwing him off the wall. What tragedy has occurred here today? After that, they snuck into this fortress, trying to find a way to stay hidden, when Tempest had the bright idea to slowly and stealthily just walk in to one of the buildings and take a bunch of the emblems that they had on their chest plates, and then that disguised them well enough.
Yes.
After that, Tempest began his journey for the legendary plate armor. We'll see how that turns out.
We find it on this episode.
And then, after that, an auto-gnome got sick, but he has no lungs with which to get sick with. What strange atrocities!
Alright, we're going back to a 60s guy right now.
And then, after that, they snuck their way into the cellar after seeing their friend, possibly? They saw a tiefling fly through a window. Crazy stuff. They went into the cellar, happened upon some interesting lore, like a paintings of a general from Pernate called Seraphin. And then they also ran into many other things, like a slime monster that tried to chase after them, until they went upstairs and the session ended. Is that a good enough recap?
Yeah, give yourself time and inspiration.
Yeah. And that is what happened last time on the Alarian Affairs. Okay. Now, let's begin this session. So, you come up these stairs and you see 2 not goblins, oh my fucking god. You see 1 gnome and you see a human kind of working next to each other. Apprentice, kind of wizardy kind of folk. One of them's, arguing just, you can't put that in the potion! And the human's just like, fuck you. Okay? What do y'all do? Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to make it seem like we just came through the door.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to just
open and close the door?
Yeah, just
Hey. Hey. How are you doing, buffer men?
What?
You can tell this gnome is a little socially awkward.
Okay. A little bit of a self-insert from Moss here. So,
and then a rock falls and you die.
You're about to lose that inspo.
It was worth it. I'm just gonna kind of peer over at the table and act very interested in what they're doing. What are you cooking there?
Oh, yes, we're cooking a potion of hazelwort.
Would I...
Roll me an Arcana.
Perfect. Ooh. 10.
You know it has something to do with boosting, a stat of yours by, I think you would kind of know that it improves something along, the wisdom-y intelligence track kind of thing. But you don't know exactly what it helps in that. You know it's a potion that can improve your abilities. So.
Sure. Alright.
And he's like, yeah, we've been trying to brew it all morning, but this big feller over here keeps fucking it up. And the guy's like, you can see him smoking some cloves, just yeah.
Okay.
I don't care, man.
Alright, so we're in the Breaking Bad room.
Get a load of this idiot.
So what are you guys here for? I saw you come from the door to some of the cells. What's up with that? Are you some of the jailers?
Not exactly. We were just checking on some prisoners.
Oh, fair enough. That one on the end is always super interesting to get next to.
So we've heard.
Yeah. Well, are you here to check up on the potions and take it to the big guy upstairs?
Yeah, sure. I was told to bring a sample up.
Okay, yeah. And the gnome's like, they're not ready. And he's like, shut up. and you see he's just like, yep, here we go. And then you see, like, much to, like, the chagrin of this, like, fucking gnome, he mixes it perfectly this time and just, like, is like, yep, and we gotta turn up the heat a little bit. Sorry, I'm just making you wait a minute. Here we go.
Did they bottle the fucked up ones? Like the messed up batches?
You can see it's like in a thing that just needs to be poured into a vial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he's like, here you go. Do you need more than one?
Yeah, actually, I was told to do some field tests with the, that one right there. I'm gonna point to, like, one of the batches that he messed up.
With that one? Well, that one was fucked up.
I
can pour you multiple vials out of this one thing for the good one.
Well, I've heard that the big guy's testing some stuff upstairs and just wanted to make sure he gets what he asked for. You know what happens when he doesn't get what he asks for.
That's why I'm trying to give you the good ones.
And he also wants the bad one.
Just checking on your progress.
Roll me a persuasion, because that's like the weirdest task.
No, it's not.
It's normal.
You said persuasion?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that. I wouldn't love that.
Oh my God. What'd you get?
A dirty 6.
He's like, right. Listen, because I don't want to get thrown into whatever he's doing upstairs, I'm going to give you the good ones, and I'm going to throw away the bad ones in the bin outside, okay?
Alright.
Okay. And he gives you, he even pours you 2 more vials of it, so
Perfect.
you got 3 vials.
I'm gonna kind of just like...
Cool. And then Gnome's like, why didn't you just make the good ones from the start? And he's like, because I like to annoy you.
Alright. So, point of interest.
Mm-hmm.
Unknown, but probably the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Unknown, but also could probably be the way to go. Who knows? So, I'm gonna kind of like shuffle along here. And obviously, if we came from the cells, can't go back in there without seeming a little awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, hold on. He's got a plan for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you decide what.
I will say, I think you hear some of the shackles in the cells room, like.
All right. Well, as I go to walk away, I'm gonna like turn towards the door. That annoying anybody else? I think we should go shut him up.
You see the gnome's like, yes, I have a fucking migraine from this fucking one and them in there.
Well, hey, let me help you out.
Thank you.
All right. Never mind. Point of interest area.
All right. Let me draw this a little bit more for you then, because you can finally see clearly now. The rain is gone.
Rain makes me rust. Oh, nice and spacious. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll say that you kind of come in over here, and you see 4 cells in this room. The green and yellow ones are dwarves, and the white and blue ones are humans.
Which one's rattling?
I would say it's this end cell here, the blue one.
Alright. So walking in here, is there like a key rack? Or
I would
they're not keeping keys?
You see guard over here, but
Lame.
there we go. Actually, it'll be more fun if I do this. Okay, he's outside actually.
Okay.
I'm retconning.
Hey, it's your world, brother. I saw a figment of a man in the corner. We should be careful.
Yeah, a black figure in the corner.
Very skinny.
Very thematic. Yeah, you see, the blue one in the end is just like... And you kind of see like the green, yellow, and white one kind of just like groaning, just like...
I'm gonna take a good long look at each one of them, just to make sure, like...
Yeah, roll me
I
a
don't know, see?
roll me a perception. Like, what are you looking for exactly? Because that could change the check I do.
Kind of both just to see, like, what kind of, like, if they're soldiers, nobles, some kind of, like, notable people,
Okay.
or their injuries, like what they could be inflicted with.
Okay. That'll be a separate check if you want to check for injuries, because that'll
Okay.
be medicine.
I'll just roll the
Perception?
Perception first. 12.
Okay. I think, from what you can tell, the white one seems like he could be of a higher class, just because he has less dirt. His hair is more finely kept. But that's about all the difference. The other two are dwarves, and they're all kind of stripped of their belongings and kind of like just like loincloth kind of attire.
Okay.
Now, what do you see here? Are you rolling a perception check?
I want to look at this man. Why is he rattling?
So this one is dressed a little bit different. He, you can see he has a little bit more clothes on. Kind of like a mustache goatee combo. Short black hair, very like sharp face. He's like, I'm so hungry.
I'm gonna walk over and take a gander at this man.
How complicated do the locks look on here?
I mean, they don't look too complicated, but when you get close to it, roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Magic door. Ooh, 18.
You feel... It's something that you kind of feel when there's a heavy magic in the air. It's a little buzz, a little like, frazzle of your senses a little bit. And you feel that coating these doors.
Interesting. Now I have to figure out what kind of magic this is.
Seems more up your alley than mine. I may be able to cast spells, but I do not know that much about magic. At least not as much as you should.
Card game's hard to understand, man.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I have. Never mind.
Do you try to engage him in any conversation?
Kind of like eyeing him up and down.
He's like, please. I'm so hungry.
I'm made out of metal. Not much food on me. And I'm gonna immediately... Hold on. Let me make sure of this.
Yeah.
Alright. Mage Hand. Arcane Trickster Rogue Mage Hand can do dexterous things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my Mage Hand be the one to mess with the lock a little bit.
Okay. Roll me your proficiency. With the
Yes.
thieves' skills.
I love rolling with proficiency. 15.
15. Okay. Would you say it sees you undoing the lock? Like he sees you undoing the lock?
So the mage hand can be technically invisible, but whatever it's carrying is not.
Okay.
So
and it's audible that like something's messing around with the lock.
Right, something would be rattling, but I'm kind of like standing in front of it, like a little bit, with my back turned.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna like lean up against the bar a little bit. So, what got you in here?
I was too hungry.
I'm gonna like eye over to like the other three. Are they looking over here?
The other like cellmates, you see them kind of sitting back in their cells.
Are they staring over here?
A little bit.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Is there a little ding going off in my head that tells me that this lock has been picked?
Yeah, I would say you pick the lock.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure.
I would say this magic you can feel on the door is still present. The door does not move yet.
Okay. I'm gonna like make sure that upon popping, that like the hand like pushes on the bar a little bit to make sure it doesn't pop open. Once that is secured, I'm gonna like shuffle over to the next cell.
Okay. I would say
I want to go down the line here.
Yeah, I would say as you do that, you see almost like kind of a glow. Like this person is very happy that you did this.
Right.
Roll me a perception check.
Perception?
Actually, yeah, roll me a perception check.
Oh.
That's gonna be a modified 5.
Should I roll 1 too? Because he's right next to me. Or?
Yeah, you can roll 1 too.
Oh, please save us, bro. I'm too young to die.
16.
That's so much better.
I have eyes.
It's something you realize. There's this person. It's weird. He's kind of like just talking about food.
Like that's all he's talking about?
Yeah.
The cell's open now, right?
The lock is open. But like I said, the magical barrier is still in place.
Okay.
Magical projection.
I'm gonna be in front of this cell now. I don't want to be by.
You try to talk with it?
What's your name?
My name? They call me Bedrock.
Bedrock.
And I hunger.
I'm gonna like eye over at him when he says that.
I think he's hungry for something else.
Well,
Can I... Would I be able to make an insight check on how he's viewing me? Like...
Sure.
oh no.
Because I just... I have a gut feeling I know what this is.
Hey.
$13.
13. Honestly, he just seems like he's starving. They could have starved him for days. Honestly, it wouldn't even do bad to ask him what he wants. Maybe you have something in your pack that you could give him, honestly.
You know Goodberry?
I do have rations, so...
Hey, while they're talking, and like I'm going down the line, if you're gonna allow it, I rolled 3 11s. So one for each lock.
That will hit none of those DCs.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, I guess this guy's the most interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
And
he's
the most conscious.
I guess.
I'm gonna pull out one of my rations. Just like a half loaf of just kind of stale bread.
Yeah.
And I'll just hold it out and be like, will this suffice?
So you kind of pass it through. It passes through the magical stuff, seemingly with like no worries, which is kind of great. I would say though that he looks at it for a couple seconds and he's like, "No, that's not what I want." Make me a dex save.
I knew it.
Yikes, bro. Better hope he doesn't have sharp teeth.
7.
7. Okay, cool. And roll me a history check as well.
Oh my god, he actually is going to be a vampire.
What is it? Okay.
Modified 5, but
Okay. So I'll describe what you see, and then I'll play the audio track I have queued up for him.
no. Oh my god.
You are going to see,
First dice.
as he comes out of the shadow of the cell, you see his hands change, become a little bit more clawed. You see his face become a little bit more smooth and sharp. You see he loses his hair. His back sprouts some sort of thing. You can't tell at the moment, being so surprised as you are. You see 2 horns peek from his head, and his skin turn red. Now I'm going to play what he says to you in response to getting this food. Okay? Now listen closely to the speaker.
I seek the bones of mortal men. I like the way that the marrow mashes in between my teeth. You should just let me out and die.
As he very temporarily manages to slice his hand through whatever magic binds him. Do some damage now. Okay. I rolled low. You were good. It's me 9 damage.
That shit hurted.
As you see this, now what you can tell, winged creature slice and claw at your chest. Before you see the magical barrier forces his hand back in, and you can see his hand, his claw is almost burned. Roll me a history check to see if you know what this is.
You've got much better roll.
Modified 20.
This is a cameo.
Oh. What's that guy doing here? How the fuck do I know what that is?
You've heard stories. Honestly, you've probably...
I've had some weird customers come in.
You've
That's like the lore explanation for everything I know. I just had a weird guy come in.
You've investigated the kind of infernal aspects a little bit. I would say this will be part of your backstory a little bit. Trying to understand what you are even, because people in your past have called you a devil. They've called you a demon. and you wanted to make sure you weren't part of that.
None of those things.
So I think in your studies of that, you have come to that conclusion.
Sure. Well, that's kind of scary.
How do you think I feel? I just got scratched by the damn
You just see
thing.
it going.
These three guys, they just like up against the wall.
It's just like, yeah, this is what happens.
Oh, okay. They're used to it already. All right.
But you can see they're still parched. They can't even
Yeah.
yeah.
They can't even react.
They have no voice left to give.
You know what? Okay. I am not going to attempt to relock that door. And upon
You can see it burned him quite good.
Yeah. Upon seeing all this go down, my hand is kind of like at my hip on my rapier right now. But this motherfucker.
You can kind of see Jiff is just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Where would you say he scratched me?
Right across the chest. Like, actually, not across your symbol, but I would say kind of the stomach area.
Okay.
Just like right in the abs.
That's a bad place to get hit.
So every time you're moving, it's just like, hurts a little bit.
So any idea how the fuck they got a Cambion?
Well, there were some rumors of some magic upstairs, but I'm gonna look over to him.
The Cambion?
Yeah. And I'm just gonna say, whatever happens soon, just remember that we tried to open the door. And I'm gonna immediately kind of like turn to Jiff, and I want out of here. I don't want to be in the room with him. I'm not even like trying to wait for a response. I'm like walking over to Jiff at the door.
I have nothing left to say to you, whelp.
Well, now he called me a whelp. Like, shit. I'm gonna have to pull out my rifle.
He called me a bitch. I'm about to show my ain't no bitch.
Well, I'm not a fan of rude comments. So, like I said, I'm gonna hang out with my buddy Jiff, who never says rude comments.
Yeah, basically he acknowledges what you say,
Yeah.
but he doesn't care about you.
Okay.
You are below him. You are beneath him.
Yeah, see what happens when you get out those bars, buddy. See what happens.
I mean, he could just kill himself and go back to the hells if he really wanted.
Yeah, I mean, what's he doing here?
I'm done with him.
What room do you go in now after that frightening experience?
Well, the fact of the matter is, there's only one other door besides the alchemy room, and we don't know that there's a guard on the other side. So I feel like that is a safe door to open.
Are you talking the one by the alchemy room?
Right.
Yeah, you can go in that one.
Yeah.
So, okay, you open it up, and you see this is kind of the entrance hall to the whole fortress. Because you entered through the cellar, you went down, and you're back up again. This is the main entrance where people come in. You kind of see some candelabras, some tables. I'll draw it for you, to give you a little bit more
Of course.
view of it. I would say there's like some long tables.
Long tables that are not in perfect 5-foot increments.
Of course. These are seats, by the way.
I figured. Didn't know what else they could be.
People.
I would hope not.
Be a lot of people.
It's gonna be one long round of initiative.
Okay, and then number 1's gonna go, and then number 2's gonna go, and then number 15's gonna go.
Oh no, just make it a group thing, man.
All right. Yeah, you see this table set up. I would also say there's a couple boxes kind of in the corner of like supplies kind of thing. You know what I mean? Just kind of stuff kind of just crowding this area. Obviously, remnants of the attack.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff there might be stockpiling for the next attack that might hurt him. Oh, I forgot to.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say there's this guard right here. There is a guy eating, and there's a guy by this crate of boxes. He's kind of just writing on a list, kind of taking inventory of stuff.
Walking out of that room, I'm like, oh shit, there's a dude right there. Is he looking at me weird because I'm walking out of the prisoner cell?
No, he's just kind of doing, royal guard, like queen stuff.
Oh, okay.
But you can tell he's got bags under his eyes still.
Alright, everybody here.
Lights are on. Nobody's home.
Nobody's home. Alright. Interessant. I'm gonna say we're all out here now.
Check that room out.
Could check that room out. We got.
Can't be any worse than that.
It certainly could be.
Well, for me at least.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I've kept track of like every time something weird happens. I haven't been here.
Except for when you go to sleep.
Yeah. The
You
evil
know, you
things
don't
are in my
actually
own
sleep,
head.
and somehow when you sleep, things happen.
Hey, you know, that's just a part of the magic, you know.
Sure. Go with that.
So,
Do you want to look at it?
I don't know what it is. Am I supposed to look at it?
You can. Something from the previous party.
Okay. I'm not supposed to look at this.
Well, no, that's from the previous party.
I don't want to look at it.
You're like, maybe I can make this myself.
It brings back memories. When somebody gave the bad guy
Oh,
the
shit.
stones.
I'll pour you some of this. It's ice cold.
Arizona green tea is pretty bis, if you ask me.
I want to be careful when you pour that, yeah.
This was just in the deep freezer.
I can feel it through the cup.
Sponsored by Arizona Green Tea.
If
Get
only.
your Arizona on.
I would love a lifelong supply.
Please. Please sponsor us.
Just those two, though.
Just those two flavors, though.
I'm fanning
Maybe
out
the
over
raspberry,
room.
too.
I see the guard like to my shoulder, and he kind of like surprises me. I'm just like, oh, carry on. And I'm just kind of walking in.
You can see he definitely checks out that you all got like the symbols on, but other than that, he doesn't really care.
So we know that we have to.
Though
go
he does peer at Jeff a little bit longer.
The big hippo walking around.
Yeah, he's like.
It's like checks out.
Well, he's got the sash on.
He's got the sash on.
So we know that weird, evil wizard man is probably upstairs based on what we've heard and the knowledge we've gathered.
Yeah. I will say, roll me a perception.
Both of us, just
Yeah.
me. Please
Would you
roll
roll?
higher.
9.
Do you want to take a couple D20s from the chest?
I mean, I got a set over
I
here
blame-
for you, bro. Just pick one out.
I blame you, Jacob. These are your dice.
Here,
Roll them out.
feel free to use this set.
I'm just gonna take the D20.
That's
Honestly.
You know what? Take the whole set because it's useful for rolling damage.
Okay.
It's the only thing that's
land in there.
It would have been just like the Camry.
Yeah. No, the sound I just made sounded a bunch like the grapefruit sound.
Burned into my brain.
Is that appropriate for you two?
My uncle showed me that when I was younger.
Okay, that's let's move on from that.
It was in a funny way.
Yeah, no, it was in a funny way.
Right.
And when
It was
he took
also-
off my clothes.
No. Not that kind of uncle. The good kind.
Is there a good guy?
I hope so.
All right.
So I'm looking at you. I'm looking at Jiff. I'm looking at what would be the square that Tempest would stand on. And I'm like, I don't really want to go up there. And I'm like just staring at the stairs.
I think Jiff is gonna like. Let's see. What'd you get on your perceptions?
I got 9.
9?
15.
15. Okay. I think you and Jiff both share a realization that hasn't hit Nowa just yet.
It's a little slow.
There's a stench. A
I'm kind of too
foul,
focused on my bleeding.
foul stench wafting in from upstairs.
Oh. You gonna go to the med bay or something, bro?
Solid.
It's funny you mention a med bay.
Oh, hey, we're gonna check out this door.
Welcome to the med bay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm not kidding. It literally says med bay in my notes.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay. So you walk into the med bay. You see several of the fighters for the mercenaries injured here. You see them all being treated by this one kind of weird-looking nurse.
Weird looking nurse.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me
Weird
to
in a
elaborate?
way.
Do you want me to
Yeah.
elaborate? Okay.
Why's she weird? She got like a third
she's
leg,
actually
or-
a Balrog. No, she this is quite obviously a bugbear,
Oh.
but a lean bugbear, not super bulky, not
feminine.
not like Voktrick, not like Voktrick. This bugbear you can tell is obviously a very young man who is kind of's got just like combat medic supplies on him, kind of stuff, and you can see he's like kind of dabbing some herbs into some of the wounds, trying to help some people.
I'm gonna look around the med bay. Is there a hammer anywhere? Or
Yeah.
anything that I could use as a blunt object?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is medieval medicine.
There's
We
a
gotta
few
purge
saws
the
around.
spirits from your head!
We gotta free the liquid of God from your cranium!
There's a few bone saws, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
It's funny.
Made from bone.
The chainsaw was originally invented for C-sections.
How does that make you feel, Joe?
That's a fun fact.
I knew that.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm gonna sit down. If there is an open cot, I want to sit down.
Yeah, there's an open cot. I'll
Um,
draw the cots for you.
Sure. But before the bugbear walks over it all, I want to use mending on myself. Let me double check how much I can heal myself with mending force. Oh, that's so nice to mend myself.
Alright. There you go. Meanwhile, he's like.
I'm literally just like hammer and nailing like parts of myself back together in the cot, and I'm just like fixing myself, and I'm like popping out tools and messing around.
I'm gonna look around for some kind of potion.
Okay.
We were just in that room, man.
Yeah, and they probably brought him into
You
this.
see a couple vials around, actually. Roll me investigation.
Oh,
I'll see
yeah,
you
that's
find
my
some.
best one.
Hell yeah. Guess you are a scout.
22.
Alright, 22.
Alright, Taylor Swift.
You see a table. I would say by the wall.
Okay.
Kind of filled with some vials. There's a couple different ones, I would say. One of them being black and kind of
Don't drink that
thick.
one.
The other one being white and like very opaque. And then the other one being kind of a green.
Yeah, drink that one.
It's kind of like a limeish green color
Don't drink that one.
with little chunks in it.
Oh, drink that one.
You know what it is? It's
I like to
limeade with
chew.
pineapple chunks.
I like to chew my potions.
Yeah.
Oh, curdled health potion.
Would I be able to do any kind of check on
I wanna make
say
something.
on
Medicine check.
I want to make something.
You know what?
For that now.
Arcana. I think Arcana would make more sense than medicine.
Guess it depends on how you want to figure out a potion.
Well, either way, it's a 12.
Okay. You saw this person, this nurse that's kind of over here, treating them with the black vial.
Oh, drink that one.
Kind of even like putting it on their wounds a little bit with the herbs. But you can't really tell what any of them do. But obviously they wouldn't put something toxic next to all these sick people, right?
Don't believe them.
Nobody ever believes.
For a good reason, lad. You're the DM.
What can I say?
We're meant to fight each other and hate each other throughout the game.
Of course.
Not work together.
Of course.
You know what? I'm gonna.
Oh, wait, I gotta put myself in the top.
Go outside my comfort zone here. I'm gonna walk up to the nurse.
Okay.
Okay, he's talking
And I
to the
am
lady.
going to be very careful when I do this. But I'm going to get their attention and just say, I'm sorry to make your workload a little bit more, but
Yeah,
and I'm going to raise my shirt a little bit just to show the wound,
That's nasty.
but not show anything else.
Yeah, because of the black veins. And
Right,
stuff.
yeah.
I think try to roll me a stealth check. I want to see how well you like, because like it's kind of hard to see your own like stomach if you're doing that.
Right,
Just like
yeah.
trying to show. So let's see how stealthy you are with that.
12.
Okay, 12.
It's my favorite number tonight.
Yeah. Okay, that ain't bad. I would say that with that roll,
It's above average.
you kind of express, and she's like, "Ooh, that does not look good. How'd you get that scratch?"
You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but
I probably would. We see monsters every day. It's kind of our shtick.
There's one in this very room right now.
You see that man on the cot? That guy's a werewolf.
Oh my god!
Kidding,
I
kidding,
can't
kidding.
throw.
They have Cambion as lycanthrope. It's kind of crazy, right?
I got a little too close to a cell. A certain cell.
Yes, the trouble patient. Yes. Well, hopefully he wasn't too close. So he caused that.
Yes.
He dug his claws into you.
I wouldn't say dug, but yeah.
You see her go over to the alchemy room, goes in, comes out,
This is
and
embarrassing.
you see she has like 3 vials. Well, as we all know, Cambion's claws are poisonous, so we got to treat you for the poison. We also got to treat you for the infection, and we got to give you some of this stimulant here.
Oh, she's giving you crack.
Do I feel like, have I noticed a poison? Or like any kind of
I feel a little tired.
Shit.
You're feeling a little drowsy.
You feel like you're gonna get disadvantage on all ability checks for the next 10 minutes.
If you don't get this solved.
That's a good thing we came here.
It's almost like it's conveniently placed right next to the thing that can cause it.
Almost.
Level building.
I'm just gonna, I guess, just
say?
accept the treatment. Yeah.
Okay. So he's like, okay, now you have to make sure you drink these all without puking.
Shit, I
Okay.
ain't never puked
I'm gonna
before.
need 3 con checks.
Ew.
Saves or checks?
Yeah, we'll make them saves.
Well, it doesn't
That's
matter.
better.
I have a +1 in both anyway.
Why are you asking?
Because I didn't know. 13. You said 3?
Yeah,
18. And a 1.
3. Okay. I think the strength of those other 2 rolls kind of makes up for it. Because what I was going for is like the combined rolls of all 3 equals, and you have to beat a DC.
As
Okay.
As he's about to hurl, can I like mage hand over his mouth?
Just to close it.
Yeah.
I say you're getting through the first 2 pretty well. And like, yeah, the chunks of the first one is like,
Oh, you got the chunky one.
ugh, it's
Yeah, that was the first
it is
one.
nasty. The white one that's kind of opaque, it feels it's a little chalky. It makes your mouth feel almost dry, but it's like the black one is the one that stuffs you. This one is vile. It's like the worst black licorice you've ever had, mixed with like oil, tar, like texture. It tries to go down your throat, but it feels like goo, and it like won't go down. Like it feels like it's stuck right here. It's like,
You gotta do like the Tom and Jerry like fork swallow. It's like sticking out.
and like he's like, oh, and she like kind of tilts her head up, and you see let's see. She kind of like massages your throat to like push it down a little bit as you drink all 3 successfully.
Oh my god.
You don't feel that good after that.
I just feel defeated.
And she's like, well, if you want to sit on the cot for a little bit to rest, feel free. I saw you sit down on a cot. What do you need help with?
As she turns around, I'm still just like hammering myself and like tightening bolts and like using like the tools that I've like built into me to fix myself up.
You're not quite biological, are you?
Don't think so.
Is
Just
there, is there anything I can do to help you?
As she says that, I'm just gonna like wrench this last bolt into place, and I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna like pat my legs.
No. Well, that's it. Time to get going. Okay.
I healed myself to full.
She's like, okay.
Just coming in here with him,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put the hammer I took back too.
Yeah. Your stomach is gonna gurgle. Okay.
My what?
Your stomach's gonna gurgle. It's gonna gurgle.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna gurgle.
Great.
No.
You swallowed living goo. You're dead.
Okay. Do you want to investigate the black goo at all? Do you want to investigate the white goo? Do you want to investigate the green one? Do you want to investigate any of this?
As I was watching him take them, I would love to investigate the black goo. I'm not much of an alchemist, but
Yeah.
if it looks like oil and it tastes like oil, it's probably oil. You know, I know oil.
Roll me investigation
Investigation
and a medicine check.
and a medicine check.
Because they'll
Same.
both give you different.
Well, let me tell you, proficient in investigation. Nat 20 on that.
Wow.
So modified 24. And then a
That one?
Nat 1 on medicine with a modified
So, I'm going to tell you then what you see of this liquid,
Sure.
but not the actual like medicinal thing.
Sounds good to me. I got no flesh, no bone.
This black liquid, you're kind of looking at like the one on the shelf as he's doing his whole thing. There's a little air at the top, and you can kind of see like it looks like little wet strands of the black goo, kind of every so often just. Other than that, though, I mean, it looks like he took it down fine. It looks like it. I don't know. You can't really tell what this would do to a person. I think you might even think maybe that's just how health potions look, because, like, you know, who knows what the chemicals that are in a health potion react to with the air.
Put chemicals in the health potion.
They're putting chemicals in the goddamn water, trying to fucking frog game.
But I'm not a frog.
You know,
You will be.
I've seen this man make goop out of him before. So at this point, I think goop might just be the key. Everybody fucking loves goop.
Goop.
So he's fine.
Gobbledygook.
Okay. You don't know any of this, by the way.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm gonna kind of like look over at you. Good to go?
You say that as this woman is.
Oh, it's still going on?
Yeah.
Oh.
Still kind of hard to get down.
And I'll say also on a nat 20 investigation, you see her like hands kind of light up with a little bit of magic, kind of soothing it down.
Now I don't like this goop.
But you cannot, unless you roll an Arcana check, you don't really know what kind of magic was used.
Yes. I don't like that goo.
Okay.
I am gonna walk over here, and while this nurse is doing their thing, I'm gonna kind of like grab your shoulder. I think we're supposed to get back to post. We're gonna be a little late.
I'm still joking on this.
I think we gotta go, man.
And she's like, okay. Then she pats your back and you. You're good to go. Your stomach is like.
Am I healed at all?
You're you raised by 2 HP points.
I'll take it.
Also give yourself 1 temp HP. Because you can do that still, right?
Yeah.
Give yourself 1 temp HP. I think all you have to do for temp HP is just hold down on
There's another
an
tab.
option for it.
Okay.
1 temp HP.
They updated the app recently, actually.
Did they?
Yeah, the guy's back on it.
Hell yeah!
Like a couple months ago, they did a small update, not like a real one, but it's proof that the guy's back.
Hell yeah!
And they reopened beta if you have Android.
Ooh. How do I access that?
On the Play Store, you go to the page, and if there's a slot for it, you can just click the I want to join the beta button. I've been in the beta since I got the app, and I never left it. So I don't know if there's any spots available, because it doesn't show you the tab anymore once you join it.
Yeah.
But a lot of Play Store
Join
apps,
the beta?
Yeah.
Join beta program. Beta sign up in progress. Okay.
There you go. And then if you get approved, it'll give you a newer, updated version of the app,
Hell yeah.
which I think has his, all of his subclass stuff in it.
Okay. Alright, cool.
My subclass is
It's already in
in
it?
it, yeah.
Yeah. Never mind, maybe there's some other stuff. I never played your subclass because I don't play bad classes.
You don't play
Do you even
Rangers.
know what my subclass is?
Yeah, well, you told me.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
The first session we got together, you were like, yeah, this is my subclass, and I think it's really cool, but, Ranger still kind of sucks.
Yeah, we kind of did.
I don't think I ever said what my subclass
That's why I asked you
was.
after the first
I mean, I
session. I
could
was like,
say
didn't you
it.
say it?
You're like the dragon one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Trust me, bro.
actually
I'm not
saying
stealing
it.
your phone.
No, I know you're not. I just don't remember ever saying it. I just remember saying that like there's only really 2 or 3 good subclasses for Ranger. Otherwise, it's
Let me
garbage.
tell you, the Primordial Ranger, if that was better, it'd be so cool. Because it's just the dragon one, but you get a fucking dinosaur.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you can ride it. And you can make the dinosaur gigantic in size. But only at level 20!
Yeah.
At least with this, it's at level 13 and grows to full size.
I think.
Yeah.
That ain't bad. Alright, are you going to go to the second floor?
I'm gonna look at him. So, like, I want to leave the room.
Yeah.
Frankly, we don't have to draw it because it's gonna be like an in and out thing. But I want to like pull him like outside almost.
Okay.
And I'm just like, are you okay?
I don't know.
Cause I don't know if it was alive, but what's in you was moving.
It feels alive.
You just feel it like. But I will say, do you like check your wounds at all?
Yeah.
I will say, as you pull up your shirt, you see this too. Jiff even sees it. You see the skin kind of stitching itself back together a little bit.
Never mind. Goop's good, bro. You're good.
But like, it's not your skin stitching itself back together.
It's the.
You see black strands, almost
I don't like
sewing
Goop anymore,
itself.
This Goop is giving me mixed signals.
Well, as long as it's healing me, I guess.
Well, it looks like it's already like in ya. So, well,
It's doing its job.
we have actually. Where's that bin he was talking about?
Outside the alchemy room?
Yeah,
Yeah, he takes it out the front door and goes to the side of the building.
I want to go to the side of the building.
Okay. Yeah, go around to the side, closest to Joey.
I'm assuming they follow.
Yeah, you see some metal bins out there full of discarded like glass.
Is it just like haphazardly?
You see
tossed
some
and
nails
shattered?
and stuff. You see the vials are wrapped up and tucked in there.
Oh, like at the top.
Yeah.
I want to grab them.
Okay. Put in your inventory 4 untested potions.
First
Are these
safety
the
disposal.
only ones that are wrapped?
You kind of look inside and you see just like other stuff is kind of like thrown on top of the other ones, breaking them. Like there was other stuff in here, but it looks like just pieces of wood that are like burned were thrown in here, just like.
So stuff could have just like shattered it.
Yeah, like honestly, that was probably the hope for him, that something shattered.
Does it look like deliberately like ice?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did that on purpose.
Well, I mean, he did tell me that he was just gonna bring them outside.
Yeah. He deliberately said, "I'm putting them in the waste bin outside."
All right.
Especially after you asked.
So
to
now,
have them.
there's 2 questions that need answers. 1, does he want this wizard dead? 2, did he give us the real potion in the first place then at this point?
From what the gnome's reaction was, yeah, he did.
How quaint. I still take them.
Okay.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not saying not to, but
All right.
it's still a little fishy.
You still hear the blacksmith going, ting, ting, ting.
I don't want to go over.
And you hear Tempest going like, yes, yes,
More!
more. Can you put this symbol into it? And he's like, yes.
Can you put these other ones into it?
Why do you need all of these? Because.
Well, frankly, I really don't want them there, but like I kind of have to.
Yeah.
It's semantics.
Semantics.
You want to go upstairs and potentially fight an evil wizard man?
No, but where else can we go?
Cool.
You go up to the second floor. time to grace the board.
What's that sound effect from Pokemon when you go into like a cave or something? I love the sound effects from
The old Pokemon
Emerald.
games were just fucking perfect.
all the Game Boy ones. We had this conversation in our first session, I remember that.
Yeah, well, Jacob is probably more in Pokemon than I am.
I think it was him and I that were talking about it.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, that's what we do. Is this Theater of the Mind?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have I'm just gonna draw another one.
Next
Right
to
here?
it? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
So you can have 2 floors.
Perfect.
And you can kind of see the first floor.
And then you could roll initiative for all the people on the first floor, too.
No.
It's like the dungeon from, what is it? Moonlight Towers, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Baldur's Gate.
Oh.
Where just everyone on the lower floors
Yeah.
are rolling and they just turn end.
It's
Turn in.
always everybody going up to the top of the tower to get Wolfgren's hammer, just so you can escape.
Yep.
But you have to kill the fucking Watcher up there.
Yep.
And then as soon as you attack it once, everyone knows.
Yep.
You could even do a stealth attack, but somehow everybody hears it. Was it you that I was playing with that we ladder trapped the Warden?
No, it wasn't me. I think that was Brendan.
It might have just been, it might have actually just been Brendan and I's thing, but the Warden kept coming up the ladder, but couldn't move because him and I were blocking the ladder. So the Warden would get stuck at the very top. And she would try and swing. More often than not, she was missing us because we were both playing Fighters and Paladin. We just kept pushing her back down.
That's so fucked up.
Because
They didn't deserve that.
we were like, either we miss our weapon check, or we just keep doing strength checks because we have. I think he had like a 16 in strength and I had a 17. We had the rolls to just push rather than attack, so we just let gravity do the work.
Fair enough.
She never bothered to alert anybody. So.
So, can I ask a quick clarifying question, Masua?
Of course.
Sure. Were we told at all that this crystal we were given would react in some kind of way when we got to point necessary?
No, he said to smash the crystal where you
Oh.
were.
Okay.
And that would be what was required.
Sure. He said to bring that to the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, currently I believe we're at the brain.
I think didn't he say, like, one of us asked, like, how we would know where the heart is, and he said, you'll know it when you see it?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
Can't wait for the gigantic physical
Beating
beating
heart.
heart.
The
Yeah.
GTA 4 fucking heart.
Statue of Liberty.
The Statue of Liberty.
It's like we're playing Slay the Spire.
Yep.
Great.
Okay. You see, this area is very much more quiet.
Ew.
You cannot.
Is it
You
sneaky
can't
up
even
here?
hear what's happening outside or downstairs. Honestly,
Oh.
it sounds like the sound is dampened quite a bit
Oh.
on this level.
That's a concentration spell.
Nope. They put foam up.
Oh. A YouTuber lives on the second floor.
Crazy what you're gonna see this
streamer.
YouTuber do to a young child.
Whoa!
That is
Pull up the
why
text
he
you see.
must die.
Exactly. Alright. So you end up right here then.
Now we're in a library.
Yes, it is a little bit of a library. The stench is much more here.
I notice it now.
Yeah, you notice it now. It smells of decaying wood, rotten, molded wood. It is very much not a pleasant smell. You also smell, though, a hint of iron in the air.
Like blood, iron.
Yep.
Great.
Not great.
Here, before we do anything, I'm just going to.
I'm not a big reading man.
I am.
Oh.
I'll take a gander.
Okay.
I'm a scholar of sorts.
Any books on boat construction?
No.
And I don't care.
Okay. There's a lot of history books, a few human biology books as well.
Let's actually take a look at one of those.
Okay.
Yeah, wouldn't you like to know?
Bucket of bolts.
All right. So what are y'all doing?
First off, does this book smell bad?
Musty.
Old.
That's how a book should smell. I'm taking that book.
On the cover of the book, you just pull one at random.
Yeah, just like in like that section. I assume it's organized.
Microbiology for noobs.
I was gonna say that concept has not even been invented yet.
No, you basically see like it's like theories of the human evolution, basically, and this is purely on like a human standpoint.
Sure, I'm still taking it.
Okay. Do you look for anything in particular? Jiff kind of pipes up a little bit. He's like, I mean, is there anything relating to that black liquid?
I was interested in it until it started healing me. I don't really...
Well, aren't you more interested in how it's healing you?
No, it did a good thing.
I guess.
Okay.
What happens after? Do I shit it out? Do I throw it up?
Yeah. So I think you're looking for something, a book on medicinal forces. Roll me an investigation. DC. I'm gonna tell you. Let's see. If you get a high enough, though, I'll honor it.
11.
11. Okay.
It landed on the 13 and rolled
Do you
from
want
the
to?
fucking
Yeah, do you
You
want
need,
to
like
assist?
you need another new set, bro. Like, you're
Do you
not
want to
gonna-
assist him?
Yeah, I would love to assist him. What's he looking for?
Something on the ooze. That,
Investigation.
yeah.
You know what I'm really good at, buddy? Investigating.
So am I.
17.
Something. I think you can both find something relating to this. It's a book that studies microbiology and microorganisms in the use of healing macroorganisms. I would say it's a study done by a researcher. His name is Mjolnir. And you see that it basically is like
Heard he's really hard to pick up.
by Mjolnir,
Yeah.
and you can kind of see that like it talks upon bonding foreign cells with your own cells to go to greater heights.
Holy shit, you're Venom now.
I just swallowed a symbiote.
Okay.
Well, I mean... How in depth does it go? Like, does it say that it's long lasting?
It's mainly talking about the theory of it. You can kind of glean from it that this might be what you swallowed, but you're not completely sure if it's this bonding that he talks about. Because he also goes into combat uses for something like this. He goes into what if you could coat an arrow in something from the material of your skin, almost grow it out and like coat an arrow. You know, like he's talking about using this on the fly, as well as maybe in a more medicinal sense.
That's an interesting.
But the bonding is all the same.
The way that it almost acts symbiotically with your hand, symbiotically with your body.
It's like a new mitochondria.
And its healing properties is regenerative over time.
It looks like it. You see that like most of this is an old book. This was written years ago. I do want a history check. Just humor me.
Nat 20.
Okay. Mjolnir is a name you've heard once before. You heard it because when you were going back to your homeland after the accident, there was mentions of Mjolnir about the towns and cities by where your estate used to be. This is a name that it was spoken with venom. You know, it was spoken with hatred. You do not know the reason for that, but obviously something horrid happened. I'm going to add this into your quest, by the way.
Okay.
There you go. It's added to your quest.
Awesome.
All right.
I'm actually going to hold on to this book.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm ready to move on.
All right.
I want to be very quiet up here. I'm like peeking my head through. Which door are we going through?
You're gonna go straight.
Let's go right.
You're gonna go this way.
This way.
I want to
Because this would be straight.
Oh, I was picturing straight as my direction. Okay.
All right.
Just
never
'cause-
mind, okay.
Yeah.
The stairs.
Okay, so
ends.
we're going towards me.
Towards you.
Cool.
Okay.
Can I like take a peek in first?
Yeah. Roll me a perception.
I'd
You know
love
what?
to-
Investigation.
I'd love to roll you investigation.
Just
You can also roll me stealth.
Love to roll you stealth. That's gonna be a dirty 20 on investigation and a 16 on stealth.
I think you see
Yeah.
several people in that room. So that room right there.
Are they alive?
You see them like definitely like humanoid, just like covered in like rags and like kind of bundled up. You can't see their face, you can't see their skin, you can't see they're just bundled up. They're chained to the wall.
Nope,
You
not
can
going
see
in there.
you can see them moaning like.
Nope, not going in there. I closed that door.
Okay. Do you lock it?
Do I have the option to?
Yeah, there's just like a big.
Couldn't go anywhere.
No.
Okay. All right. So you go in the other room now.
Yes. Can I poke my head through?
Yeah. Roll me stealth and perception.
Stealth and perception.
Sorry, investigation.
Stealth and investigation.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see if your luck rings true.
Okay. That is a 8 on investigation and a 19 on stealth.
You open the door. It's kind of dark in here, but you see definitely humans
God damn it.
nude
Oh.
on torture racks, missing fingers
I'll take the wrapped, groaning ones
Bones.
over this.
and eyes.
Well, the thing is that these people can't hurt us.
Neither
You
can the
see
other
they
ones.
are all locked down at each limb.
Is it torture or is it bondage?
Oh no. That has to do with the shirt that I just ordered. It was like it's like a picture of a dragon with like an adventuring party, and then at the bottom it says BDSM battles and dungeons. Oh wait, battles, dungeons. I forget what the swords and magic at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought it was fucking funny. I was like, yeah, I'll buy that.
Alright. Do you go into this room?
To me, this room seems safer.
Okay.
I got 2 other people with me. What do they think?
Jiff really, he's like, he's looking in the room. He can't really see. His eyesight's not great.
Okay. I'm looking at you.
He rolled that one.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking at you, Goop Boy.
I'm gonna take a peek in this room too, just to see if I can see a little bit better.
Yeah, roll me an investigation and stealth.
They're gonna be like, oh my god, there is a person. And then we're gonna take it.
Let me just leave that like that. Where's it to? This is probably the other dice.
See, Joe, we need to go to like, I don't know, a game shop sometime. We just need to get you a couple sets of dice.
Well, I did just
There's
get paid
not
today,
that many,
so
like, good
can do that.
local game shops that I can find.
Yeah.
Every single one in Crystal Lake is, like, shut down.
Well,
McHenry's
Dice,
got one.
what is it called?
The Dice Dojo in Chicago?
No, not that one. It's the one that,
You got a 20?
No, I got the same. I got an 8 and a nat 20 on the stealth.
Cool.
Nat 20 on stealth.
There is the one in Crystal Lake, but
Didn't...
no, it didn't close down.
Oh.
The other one closed down. The ones where the
That one
guy
was
was
like more
a
of a
pedophile.
comic book shop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hero's Edge is still open, but that's it's mostly magic now.
Yeah, the one with the pedophile accusations, I went in there with my ex, and he was upset that I brought a girl into the comic book store.
Whoa.
And it was really
You
weird.
talking about Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really fucking weird. The dude was, like, not happy.
Alright, so you got a 20 on your stealth and an 8 investigation?
Yeah. The exact same thing that he got.
Well, you see people on torture racks.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see,
The exact
honestly,
same
these
thing.
people look like they've been tortured to the brink of, like they
wish for their sweet release.
yeah, they look in very much distressed.
See, that's
They-
a room... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so, I mean, but you don't sense anything, like, dangerous in there.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's a room of people that can't fight.
I don't think they can fight in the other one either.
That's what you think. The last guy that was behind bars
they
and
were
chained up
wrapped
fucked
up.
you up.
Well, you also unlocked it.
Well, that didn't mean that I made him able to do that. He did that with magic.
No, he did that because the door was open.
The door wasn't open. We explicitly
I thought it
stated
was
the door was
open.
closed.
Well, it's closed, but it's unlocked.
Yeah.
So?
He just burst through it.
Well, no, he pushed
burst
his
through
hand
the bars.
through the
Yeah.
magical, like, burned his hands very
See,
heavily.
that's different than the door. He didn't open the door. That's not my fault. That's your own fault.
His hand couldn't have reached through,
Through the bars.
yeah, he had to,
He opened the door?
he bent the bar slit.
Oh. See, he could have done that anyways. Alright, well, I'm willing to go to either room. So, frankly, if we're going to that room, then let us go into that room.
What?
Well, if you want to go here,
Okay.
I'm willing to go in here.
Okay. I'll lead.
Alright, please do. Get us all killed.
So
I
I
dare
will-
you.
I will carefully
Are you
walk
going in that room?
Yeah, I'll carefully
Hell yeah.
walk in.
Are you still trying to be stealthy?
I would prefer to
Yeah.
be. Is it even possible to be stealthy in this room?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're like you said, they're blinded because they've got wraps over their face. So it's not like they could freak out.
See, look at
seeing
that.
this.
Look at that. That's not appropriate. My room would have been more appropriate.
I think you would have done it both ways.
No, in that room we hide from the giant man with the pyramid on his head around all the little torture tables.
Amazing.
See, now we're about to get hit with some multi-attack or some shit in this room because of you. This is gonna be your fault.
Hey, I still have this. Okay.
Okay, well, we've already started the bad idea by going
No.
upstairs anyways and continuing
No.
the story.
Hey,
Do
that
you
was
want
you.
to continue going in that room? You're being stealthy.
Yeah.
Okay. You go in. You
Why
see
did you
these.
say all that and say yes?
Because we can't say no at this point. We already went in the goddamn room.
Okay, you go in the room and roll me one more investigation and one more stealth.
From both of us? Or
Yeah.
investigation.
And if you get a high enough investigation, roll me a history.
Okay. Does a 15 investigation count as high enough?
Yes.
Okay. Let me double check my history. It's even better. Alright. 15 investigation, which led to a 14 in history and a 15 on stealth.
I got. Sorry.
No, you can go.
I mean, the investigation, I guess, doesn't really matter. He's got it, but it was a 11, and then the stealth was 11.
Okay. You go in. That's our new love seat.
Okay.
It's got a motor. Lazy boy.
Buying the good shit, huh?
Yeah. Too expensive, if you ask me. But
Hey.
whatever. Oh, not my money.
Hey.
You go in, and I think with that investigation, that stealth, and that history check,
Sure. I'm golden.
you look at these creatures a little bit more closely. You adjust the brightness on your eyes, and you're like, oh, these aren't humans.
See, brother, I told you, you've damned us.
These look shriveled like husks.
You've damned us.
They look devoid of life and a soul. You can see their mouth drapes. The skin very loosely holding it.
Good.
Their eyes are empty. Nothing's behind them.
They're the Albinarics from Elden.
I was gonna say the prisoners from Dark Souls 1.
Hey, we're both in the soul zone, so we're good.
I would say, I think you see, from your history check,
Yeah.
you see a demonic symbol carved across its chest.
Yeah, bro, I am not.
Roll me a
standing
religion.
firm. Oh my god.
This is got a lot of rolls.
We're on a roll marathon. Nat
Oh.
20. Modified 22 if it matters.
Nice.
This is. Let me pull up this wiki article I have saved here. I didn't expect you to roll an at 20, but.
Listen, there was a guy that came into the shop, and I got a good memory, so I was listening to him, and
So, as you were investigating infernal things,
yeah.
this is the mark of a demon prince.
What the fuck are we doing right now?
His name is Orcus.
Orcus or Warcus?
Orcus.
Orcus. Okay.
He was a demon prince, purported primordial. He served as a master of the undead from the depths of the abyss.
Okay.
And you can see that most likely these are worshippers that have given their soul to him. And in their undead remain in his servitude. He's very close to true divinity. That is the symbol that you see carved into this husk.
I will relay said information to my companions while
Do you
I
close the door and like exit back out?
Yes.
Okay. I think you see one of their heads kind of like peek up at his 11 stealth.
You've damned
but you
us.
close the door, and it seems as you close it, their head goes back down.
Can I lock this door?
Yes.
Yes. Cool. So I'm gonna prefer the other room now.
Okay. No objections.
Yes.
Okay. You go in the other room.
I still want to be stealthy.
Okay.
Yes.
As you go in, roll me a stealth check.
Do we do another investigation now that we're in there?
Yeah, you can a little bit.
On investigation again.
Okay.
14 investigation and 13 stealth.
I also got 13 stealth.
Okay.
Twinning.
I think you come in, and on this man, there's a couple people on torture racks. And you see a symbol tattooed on their shoulders. It kind of looks like, I can't really draw it in this small of a space, but what I'll basically say is it looks like 3 cylinders inside of a circle.
Okay. Are they like vertical cylinders?
Yes, you know this symbol very well.
Oh.
Because this is the symbol of the Telethian companionship.
Oh!
We all would know that, right?
You might not know it as well. You might have been shown it at some point, but
Yeah, if he's in this line of work with us, he would have heard of something.
At some
least.
point, I would have.
yeah,
seen
you've probably seen it at the bottom of a letter and like as a stamp. But yeah, these look like the previous teams that were sent in.
Oh.
You can see 1 or 2 of them have a whole foot missing, fingers missing. Some just have a bone as a hand. 1 or 2 have like an eye missing as well.
I think that goop's about to come back up.
Thankfully, I don't have a stomach to empty out.
And I think Jiff also recognizes this, and he kind of like, gets over to one of them. He's like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "We've been here for weeks. This is one of the guys with a missing eye. He's like, they just kept badgering us, even though we don't know anything." And you can see this man has been through it.
Do you know what's in that room over there? I'm gonna like point.
Do you mean to the room with all the people?
The one that we haven't been in yet.
I don't know, but I think I see the wizard go up there all the time. I think that's the way to the 3rd floor.
There's a 3rd floor? Where are we even gonna draw that? We'll get you out of here.
Thank you. I think honestly, like, if you have any health potions or anything, we can probably just find our gear and get out of here. But I just...
Nope. You suffer.
You bought health potions at the auction. Like, one of you bought health potions at the auction, and I don't know who it was.
Wasn't me.
Not in my inventory.
Okay. Okay.
If I had one, I'd be willing to give it up.
Okay.
I have... You want me to, like, list the miscellaneous shit I have? Because I don't have health potions.
I think I'm just gonna say...
Can I put a magic bean in his mouth?
Sure.
I don't want to do that.
I think Jiff is going to give them the rest of his potions. Mm-hmm. That means he won't be able to give you any potions in.
I wouldn't stop him.
Okay. He's gonna help
Got
these.
some symbiote in me, so.
Venom! Adrenaline! Venom!
Your mother hug herself.
Dr. Octogomopus.
Such a class.
I think you're gonna see, Jiff gives the rest of his remaining healing supplies. And he gets them on, some of them what remains of their feet.
They gonna be called Stubby.
Yeah. You see for those people, they get, they fasten like a little, whatchamacallit? They get some wood that's around the area and they kind of tie it to their leg. Yeah,
A makeshift
very uncomfortable.
prosthetic.
Like something that'll last them just to get out of here.
Yeah.
Because whatever illness they get from this, whatever anything, they can get healed back at the companionship as long as they manage to get out.
I mean, good luck getting out.
Do you tell them at all where your boat is? Because they could take that back. But
What are we gonna do?
If we're here long enough, the Panther Claw will come.
that's true.
And
We staking out for a week?
Well, no, they're coming later tonight.
Yeah,
Oh wait, you're right.
it's same day.
Yeah.
But
well,
if we take long enough and we end up running into this wizard, we could probably time our attack with him at the same time as the Panther Claws attack on this camp.
And we go back to the original plan.
Exactly.
That might be worth it.
I'll tell them where the boat is.
Okay. Thank you. We'll make our way there. You said, and Jiff mentions the rope outside the,
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, we'll climb down the rope, and you said it's just a mile away. Okay, we'll try to make that.
But be careful, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of commotion coming on soon.
No doubt. We heard about it from some of the torturers. They thought we were Panther's Claw at first. Something about an attack.
Today.
Today? Okay.
I think soon.
If it helps, you could use the commotion from that to escape.
That might be good.
Don't get shot yourself.
Yeah.
Don't get mixed up in the crossfire.
The weird part is, they almost expect the attack.
Oh my god. There's a double, triple agent.
It's Tempest.
It's the blacksmith.
Yes. Yeah, they almost expect the attack, which I think is the weirdest part. But
God, it's a divination wizard.
it's whatever. Thank you so much for your help, and I'll make sure to tell
Forgetting his name.
Yeah. Well,
Valio?
no, not him.
Granny.
Yeah, of course, Granny.
Granny will be the first to know.
I'll make sure to tell Callister Venrin, leader of the Telethians, that you helped us.
Oh, shit.
He was, for you, he was the leader paladin at the end of the table when you met in the big meeting room.
Oh, okay.
Were you
Yes.
there for that episode?
No, but I remember watching
The VOD, yeah.
the VOD for it a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the acting leader.
I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah, I'm bringing it back.
Well, I would hope so. Seems like an important character.
Yeah, you see... And he's like, we'll see you on the other side.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and he and his crew try to act as normal as possible. Do you give them any of your, like, the symbol thing?
Do I hear any footsteps above us?
Strangely enough, no. Which I think is almost more frightening than if you did hear them.
True.
Who looks the most healthy out of them?
There's like one or two that like all they have is like broken limbs. You can see about 8 people here. Yeah, 1 or 2 just like have a broken arm or something that can be easily hidden if they just like let their arm kind of drape a little bit. But the other ones are a little brutalized.
Yeah. Are you able to duplicate them, or?
Well, we talked about this last session, and we kind of ruled that illusory script would not work for this.
Okay.
If you wanted to try to give them like an identification card of some sort, but you wouldn't know what theirs looks like. You
Exactly. I have nothing to base it off of. I need something to base it off of with how the spell works, basically. I'm going to give the guy that we've been talking to the sash that I had on.
Okay.
So I am now sashless, but he can have my sash.
And you can tell this was sort of the leader of this group.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And they head their separate way through the library and down the stairs. And do you wait a little bit to hear if there's any commotion from them?
Yeah.
You don't really hear anything.
Well, that's par for the course because something's dampening up here. All right. Looking around the torture room, anything of high note or interest?
Yeah, roll me an investigation.
Yeah, now that we're like in it and walking around, might as well. I don't think I've not rolled the set yet. I believe I rolled all of them.
You get Joey.
12.
That's a magic number, right?
11 and 12, yeah.
Dirty 20.
30, 20. I think you're gonna find.
I have a +6. And I'm rolling like shit.
I'm rolling pretty good tonight.
You need to buy yourself some more dice.
Yeah. I need my own set.
It's
So I
true.
can
You
put
gotta
my
wash
own
off.
mojo.
You gotta wash off the bad juju.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, do you go in the other? So you rolled that. I think what you find is various implements. You find some throwing knives, and you find some of their loot that they left behind.
A set of full plate armor.
Yeah, a set of full plate armor. No. I think you find a little dagger. This looks curved, like a little. Yeah, like elven make.
Okay.
Do you investigate that dagger at all?
Yes.
It's a karambit.
Yeah, it's a karambit. It is a +1 dagger.
Okay.
So
What am I finding on a 20?
20. I would say you find
A +2 dagger.
you are going to find a potion of. You're like, I'm gonna write this down. This is a potion of. How do I explain this? Mental dampening. If you give this to someone, it knocks down their intelligence score by a massive amount.
My God.
Basically allowing you to more easily
It's
interrogate
truth
them.
serum. Yes.
A little
Okay.
bit like that, yeah.
Alright. What color is it?
Purple.
That's nothing like the other liquid. Okay.
I'll say also on that 20. Is it nat 20 or modified?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
From 16.
Okay. I'll say you'll also find a little stone.
A little stone.
It's kind of like hexagonal shaped. It's like a red ruby almost.
Okay.
Roll me one more investigation check for this stone.
Modified 11.
It looks very similar. Something that you already own.
Would it happen to be what I wrote down is a polyhedral paperweight?
No.
Oh.
I would say you pull out your sword
Oh.
and you see on the hilt there is a space for several gems.
Could I try and inlay this ruby?
It inserts perfectly.
And I'm like looking at it. Nothing crazy happening right now?
You haven't attuned to it yet, so like you're just kind of using it as a normal sword. Because I told you you'd get something special once you attuned, and you never
Motherfucker.
attuned.
I gotta have time for that. I got no time to do that.
You literally don't have to sleep.
I do!
Yeah, but not nearly as much as these clowns.
Can we take a long rest here?
Can we just take a long rest? When you sleep, when you do the rest the next time and you properly attune to it, we'll have some cool shit to show you.
Alright, we'll figure it out sometime.
Because you
in the near
fucking solved that hag encounter and I gave you such a cool item and you're just like, oh, it's just a rapier. I just poke people with it, bro. Legendary blacksmith made my sword? Who dat?
Yeah, I mean, like, cool name and all. Like, I don't fucking know who that dude is. Like,
Did you tell him the name of the sword?
no.
Tell Joey the name, not the character.
Well, can I issue you a problem?
Did you not write down the name?
Hold on.
It's around here. He's like, I'm opening roll 20. I'm gonna go to my roll 20.
Fuck it. Don't test me. Wait a minute. Didn't.
Alright. Do you go to the other room now?
I say there's only one option.
We already investigated everything we could do.
Okay. You go into the other room. I think this is going to be where we wrap up for today. Shorter session, I know, but still.
Hey, gotta do what we gotta do.
You come into this room. Stairway to your left.
Does it go to heaven?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
If you die there. This room is dusty. This room smells. You can tell just above you in the third floor is where the majority of the smell is coming from. But here's where it's the strongest you've smelled it so far. As you creak open the door, dust literally. But it's not like regular dust, it's more heavy. As you peek into this room filled with vials and containers filled with liquids, some bubbling, others
Fresh.
filled with organs,
No, not fresh. Maybe.
an eye.
Oh, that was probably fresh.
You see, this is, if the bottom room downstairs was an alchemy room, this is an alchemy room.
This is the lab.
This is where they cook. Jesse. No,
Who's Jesse and why are they cooking them?
this is where you can see the more serious ingredients go.
Oh. Okay. Is that where we end off, or are we interacting in the room?
You can interact with this room.
Like, doing a quick scan over the table, trying to ignore the organs, of course, because I don't like those. Actually, never mind. My character wouldn't really
Care about the organs?
I would.
Okay.
Well, my character wouldn't care about the organs, but he just wouldn't understand much alchemy.
Okay.
So far, he's doing a good job, though.
Alright. Both roll me investigation, I would say.
Yeah. 7.
12.
My
Oh.
brother.
Title of this episode. All 12s, baby.
Oh.
Come on, 13. Mama needs
13.
a new pair of shoes.
You kind of look around. You can see that, at the very least, this bubbling liquid and the organs next to each other, this is where some scientific attempts have been tried to combine and bond these things.
Oh. This
In
really is the
different
goop factory, huh?
Can I tell it all what's already been put in the bubbling liquid?
The bubbling liquid is black and tar-like.
Drink the whole cauldron, bro.
No, I'm not gonna drink it.
Pussy.
I already drank something crazy. I'm not gonna do it again.
And it helped you out.
Yeah, that's a one-time thing. I'm not testing my luck. Especially because I've fucking rolled like 8 12s. Not doing it again.
DC could be 11. You never know. Yeah, don't drink that.
But it's obviously from combining like all the organs that have been placed
Oh
around.
my god, you drink people.
And it makes you, I think it makes you wonder, like, why would they have a cambion? Like, why do they need this? What is the connection between these different things? Like, this demon prince, this cambion, how does any of this make sense? Why would
I
they?
bet there's a flesh golem on floor 3, bro.
Actually, the wither is on
The wither?
the wither.
Holy shit. Dude, I don't know if we don't even have diamonds yet, man.
Yeah.
We can't fight
You
them.
need netherite.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't even roll to like figure out what this liquid is.
You can roll me a medicine. You already kind of rolled on the small vial, but you can see more ingredients around you, and it might kickstart something. I'll let you roll.
What should I roll? Investigation?
Medicine.
Medicine. I'm rolling something else.
do you want to use one of mine?
Finally! You said medicine?
Yeah.
21.
Okay.
The other way of 12.
Wow, it still shows up.
I think you can see that whatever this concoction is, it is being used as a health potion. But I don't think you really think that's its original purpose. I think the way it interacts with people is too strange to be a normal health potion. Normal health potions do not just sew wounds. You know, this is sewing the wounds. This is doing stuff to your body. It's combining with it slightly. And I think you can tell on that number that with enough, you know, of this drank into someone's body, something could change, evolve, fuse. Because you find it very likely that in large quantities it would dissipate from the body.
Is that you telling me to do it?
We haven't used it.
I was thinking about using it right now, but for something else.
I'll let you hold on to it until next session.
Yeah, we did kind of not do much this session.
Probably good to be
Knowing
saved.
my knowledge on this, and I guess personal experience now, this is dangerous. Not just to the people that consume it, but the potential that it has. This could make someone immortal.
Oh no.
Or even worse.
Noah's going mad with the potential power.
I'm gonna break it.
Break the whole thing?
Or at least try to destroy it. Like,
Okay. So, this is like kind of in a cult, like a clear, like, it's like on a Bunsen burner.
okay.
It's a hearty amount of the liquid. I think as you smash it, it falls onto the flames. And you can see it almost like it tries to reach away from it before it burns.
Okay.
This guy's breaking the bottom flask.
You can see that whatever it is does not do well with heat.
Okay. Well, in case this thing has any negative side effects, keep in mind it's very vulnerable to fire.
My god. It is venom.
Adrenaline, venom.
So it's destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever this batch and experiment was in
Is
the
it-
process is no more.
Does it make any sounds? Ooh. Alright, I'm not a fan of it. You did the right
It
thing.
almost sounds like gas. It's like a little shriek, but you can tell it's mostly gas leaving it.
That's its souls.
I think you also see that like there's an open book filled out in primordial notes. You can see some mathematical algorithms kind of written in it. Do you burn that too, or do you attempt to copy it before burning it?
Primordial is its own language, right? It's
Correct.
not like a
It is an
deviation.
exotic language.
Okay.
I don't think you can use. Can you use comprehend languages on like exotic languages too?
I thought that was the
I
one thing you couldn't. I thought there was a higher level spell that
I
lets you
could
do
have
stuff
sworn it
like
was
that.
anything.
Let me just check. Comprehend languages, 5e.
Any written language?
Yeah.
Really?
I was gonna say, as long as it's written, you can comprehend it.
You understand the
can't-
literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. Okay.
And then it's just no symbols. It can only be whatever the text would be.
I mean,
in that
unless the
language.
symbols are the language.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it's different.
Do you have comprehend languages?
I do not.
Okay.
I'm assuming you can't read Primordial.
No, dude, I fucking fix boats.
Yeah.
I fix boats. I don't need to read language.
Despite the fact that I speak 5 languages, I still cannot speak.
Hey, man.
Are you able
Or
to take it
understand.
with your class?
What do you mean?
Like comprehend languages?
Yeah. Or I
That's,
could have, but I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't anymore.
Well, I haven't seen you take all your spells yet, so as long as you haven't used it.
I took all of them.
Well, no, I haven't seen you use all of your spells yet. So I'm saying,
Oh.
as long as I haven't seen you use one, you can swap it out still before you use it. That's all I'm saying. That's my leeway.
I think I only have.
All right.
I only have one that I can't use. If that's the case.
All right. And then I think that after that, you see the only way to go is to the next floor.
I am going to take the book, though.
Okay. You're going to take the...
You fool.
I'm taking the book.
No! You mustn't read from the book!
You must destroy it! Cast it into the flames!
Into the... in the fires of Khazad-dûm.
It's too powerful.
Mordor.
You cannot handle my potions, adventurer.
They are too powerful. Yeah, and I think you see the only way up,
Is the stairs.
and the only way to go is up.
I'm turning to Tempest and I'm like, Tempest, what do you think about that?
And then...
And then
Alright, great session. Give yourself a round of applause. I like that role play. Even though you got all 12s this entire session.
I am an amateur adventurer.
That's true.
As
That
the
is true. It
character,
matches the background.
Yeah.
slightly above average adventurer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm slightly more knowledgeable, but
He's all
much
self-taught.
less experienced.
Here's
Yes.
the thing. He's all self-taught. So, like, it makes sense. Like, he's never actually been on an adventure. He self-taught himself fighting and stuff. So,
Yeah.
this makes sense. He's like the rich kid who was like, I bought myself all the most expensive stuff for this hobby. Let's go see how it goes.
The best part is I really didn't. Like,
You had to hide it.
yeah.
All right.
I had to hide the fact that I was doing those things.
Yeah.